Hello? What's up, boys? What's up? Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. And welcome to today's stream. It's been 3 long days without you. 3 long days, no stream. But your boy wasn't home. Until today. We just came back. And it's time to start the winter arc, you know? It's time, boys, to warm up our bones, get to the alpha, test stuff, talk about it, and make sure everybody's aware of what's happening, you know? Next 3 months are gonna be super interesting for people that are enjoying and interested in WoW, especially retail WoW, so looking forward to broadcast and analyze everything with you guys together. Anyway, what's up, chat? How's it going? You guys miss me? Let me check. Twitch, what's up, buddy? Nazo, Lams, Fisku, Samber, good morning. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's life? What's up? What did you guys do without me? What did you guys do without me, I wonder? What was the mood? Oh yeah, did you guys see the class changes for the classes? Yeah, I saw that too, by the way. Hold up. Let me just find it. One second. Let me check, guys. Where the fuck are the class changes? It's somewhere here. One second. Aha, here we go. I found them. So we have very minor changes though. Very minor changes. Look at this. Frost Decay nerf by 3%. Almost irrelevant. Doesn't really matter. It's not as big. And we have Dark Ranger BM Hunter nerf by 8% Black Arrow damage and also Bleak Powder. Now this will definitely put them behind Pack Leader. People gonna probably start switching to Pack Leader again. Although Pack Leader is much more squishy. But it doesn't matter. It does damage, you know? I like that they are making every class 3 to 4 buttons. They are trying to simplify what's what you know, what auto specs are pretty much. That's the reason why they're doing it, you know? They're trying to simplify. Are they succeeding in that encounter? They're trying their best, put it this way. Arcane Mage 3% nerf doesn't make any difference. Like, neither of these changes will make a difference. Except that BM Hunter will now be nerfed for 8. Big time. And you're probably gonna be swapping to Pack Leader again instead of being Dark Ranger. Probably. I'm not sure if that will be the case. It seems like they're nerfing MM as well, Dark Ranger. That's a bit of a L, but it is what it is. And we're having here Disc Priest. Atonement Healing. It seems to be a buff for mostly rate compared to like Mythic Plus. Mythic Plus will be either a nerf or net neutral. And then we have a Rogue Fate Bomb fixes and that's it. That's about it, boys. What the fuck is this? Legacy. A and D. Wait, what is the difference? There's no difference in that shit. What is the difference? Modder, AD move your character, AD turn your character. What do you guys like better? You like to strafe or the OG shit? I don't know, bro. You like the strafe? I think I'm gonna go with the OG, dude. Listen, man. I'm a fucking OG, so I'm gonna go with the OG. I'm an OG. Anyway, guys, what the fuck is this shit? What is this? What is this shit, guys? One second. Editor. What the hell is that? Save. Save and exit. Petco. Chat, what is that? What am I playing? What is this? Devourer. What do you guys think about Devourer, by the way? You guys seen some gameplay of Devourer? If it did, what do you think about it? Any talents here? Any starter build? What is the starter build? Checking right now. What the fuck is this bullshit? Okay, whatever. Don't matter. It don't matter. We don't need starter build. We're gonna go YOLO. We're gonna go YOLO. Don't matter, boys. Checking options. Action bar. Let me see the DOM now. Let me see the DOM. Let me see the DOM.
I need to target something first.
Need to target something? My ass, dude. I have no keybinds though. RAD straight for like 10 years. You're ahead of the curve, dude. It seems like you're ahead of a curve. We need some keybinds, okay? Keybinds. Aha. Shift G, special button, action bar 2. Control W S RT Shift T Shift T Shift W V Z. What else are we missing, guys? Control 4 Shift Q Shift and G, Shift F, Shift S, Shift A. That's enough keybinds for now. Okay, do I have sticky lock action bar? Nope. Don't ever do that, buddy. Don't ever do that. What is Void Blade? I need to bind my flying shit. 1 second. Keybinds. Oh my god, I actually hit it. I'm back from Poland, guys. Yeah, so the reason why I was missing for the past 3 days in no streams because I wasn't in Bulgaria, I wasn't home, I wasn't streaming, I was in Poland. Now, what the fuck did I do in Poland? Don't even ask me, dude. I went to see Poland, see the local food, see what's up, you know. Let's just say it was a good experience overall. There's some things, there's some things that I wish Poland does better, but overall I like the experience, you know. Overall, I like the experience. Bro. I took a walk to Poland. Oh yeah, I like this one. Did I eat pierogi? No, I didn't try pierogi, dude. Not gonna lie. Okay, listen up. Nameplates. Is it Control V? All nameplates. Where are the nameplates? Show enemy nameplates. Yes, dude. Of course. Why the fuck doesn't show nameplates, bros? Always show nameplates. Duh. Stack nameplates? Yeah. Simplify nameplates. Health value. Okay. And health percentage too. Okay. Okay. What about? Hold up. Let me buy my rotation right now. 1 second. So we need. Okay. We need some stuff, chat. What the fuck do I even buy from my spellbook? Let me check. What do I buy? Void Blade. Okay, Void Blade. Void Ray, yes. Reap, yes. Consume. Love that. Love to consume. Yeah. Shift. Is it shift or shaft? Shaft. Shaft, glide. Don't care about this. Throw glaive. But I guess, fuck it. Okay, so let's take a look now. What the fuck is the rotation? Void Nova, this is the stun. Do I care about stun? Oh, this looks beautiful, dude. Okay. Drain essence from your target dealing cosmic damage, okay. Soul Immolation, okay. So how does the teleport work? Ooh! Yo, can I port upstairs? No way! I can port upstairs? Yeah, that's busted. Nah, that's busted, bro. That is busted. That is busted. Can I actually port on top of the houses? Bro, imagine I play Mythic Plus and I go here. How are you gonna... I'm line of sight everything. Wait. Okay, that's actually insane. Never mind. Never mind. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Big fan. Fuck shamans. I'm now a Devourer DH. Consume. What the fuck am I consuming, dude? Aha. What do I have? I have... I spawn bows. Okay. Okay. Reap. Okay. Aha. 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 Soul emulation. Aha. So soul emulation is like it's like an emo aura. What? 1 second. I need to keybind it. Keybind. We need to do Shift 5 and G as well. Perfect. So this is like an emulation aura. So once I start combat, fuck was that shit? Wait, okay, this gotta be the most awkward shit ever. So I'm moving and I'm casting consume. Alright, Chief. Alright, Chief. Ooh. Void Ray. Oh, we need macro, we need macro, we need macro. Okay. Bangaroni, show tooltip, cast, add cursor. What the fuck is it called? Shift. Boys, we're about to fucking explode them once again. So consume should be castable spell, right? Void Blade is unleash glaive, charges you a target dealing. Wait. Aha! So I need to generate fury to cast my Void Ray.
I need a target. I don't have a target. I need to target something first.
Okay, in this case, once again. In this case, this has to be finisher. Shifting these finisher, right? Void Ray is my it's like an I-beam, right? Where is my meta though? Void Metamorphosis. So I can only cast Void Metamorphosis if I already have 35 souls, right? And whenever I have nothing, I just gotta spam this. Devour. Devour. And then I cast it. Collapsing Star. Oh! And I can pretty much... So I don't have a cooldown, what? Wait a second, I have no cooldowns. Huh. So my main goal here is to make sure that I generate enough hatred or whatever it's called, and I cast Void Ray. I collect my shit. Once I'm ready, I cast my meta, and then I go boom, 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 boom. Saki Saki! Jankuya! Aha! Okay, I understand. It is kind of awkward though. Rosa, thank you for 10 months. I appreciate you. Guys, I haven't been streaming the past couple of days because I was in Poland, and that's why the alpha streams were stopped for 3 days. But I'm back. It resumed. We're on to the testing, guys. So pretty much the main goal for Devourer DH is to make sure you gather enough fragments to cast your major cooldown, which is Void Metamorphosis. Now, compared to the original cooldown, that's 2 minutes on a DH, Void Metamorphosis triggers once you have a 35 souls collected, or fragments collected. It kind of reminds me of Syndra in League of Legends. The question here comes with is this something, is Void Metamorphosis a talent that makes me trigger it? Like, if I don't have this talent, for example, no, actually it doesn't. So it's actually a passive. I was thinking that I've made this talent, but it's actually just a passive. I gotta collect 35 souls to cast meta. You know? And as soon as I have 100 Fury, I do my spender, which is my Void Ray spender. Collapsing Star looks like a city? Yeah, I think so too. Alright, so let's try again. So you wanna pop Soul Emulation to get souls. So always Soul Emulation, charge in, maybe another Soul Emulation, and now Ray to consume my shit, and keep collecting orbs. You just move around, and then I have my meta, and I started the big down. Void Ray again, and I want to keep collecting souls right now. Eradication, Eradication. Okay. It looks pretty simple so far. And now Void Ray, and as soon as I gather enough souls, I can cast my spender, which is right this one. Collapsing Star, whatever it's called. Okay, so I didn't gather enough shit, that's why I couldn't cast it. But that's pretty much your rotation, right? While in Metamorphosis, your consuming Rip enhance and Fury will slowly drain. Additional Void Ray reduces your Fury drain, deals increased damage, and no longer consumes Fury. Wait a second, then it becomes insane. I understand that. I feel like this is... Okay, so far, Devourer DH feels very weird. You have an ability that collects it for you. Okay, which ability is that called, Lali? What is the ability code that collects it for me? Because right now, I mean, I don't know if it's me, but this spec has 2 buttons. 3. What is the spell code that collects all my shit around? Anybody know? Is it perhaps a talent? Maybe I don't have it. It's number 5. Reap doesn't collect my shit. It gathers up to 4 nearby souls. Aha! Okay, hold up. Okay, so whenever I press Reap... Aha! Okay, in this case, you don't want to spam it. Aha! And now Collapsing Star. Bombo Clad. Okay, I see. This makes sense, thank you. This makes a lot of sense now how you play around it. You pretty much devour spam. Right? Okay. So I feel like a survival hunter, but with being a caster. Okay, this spec has 3 buttons. It gathers 4. Yes, it gathers up to 4. But that's fine though, because low cooldown, I can just get it back to back to back. That's why you're playing double charge that shit. I don't know, bro. I mean, listen, I don't want to talk bad about this. I don't want to talk bad. But the spec seems pretty simplistic, although cool visually, right? It doesn't have a lot of depth in the spec though. After that, it gathers more only when it's transformed, right? Consume, Void Ray, Consume Orb, Meta, Void Ray again, consume this, and now just spam one button again, one button again, one button again, and Void Ray, and one button again, one button again. Collapsing Star. Adios. Void Ray. You can pretty much have perma meta or what? Yeah, you can have. Aha! Okay, never mind. Yeah, you can have perma meta. You have cooldown every single time. This actually feels pretty simple, dude. I mean, you can play the Hunt though. You can, for example, you can play the Hunt. I like that. Is there any cool talents we can try here? Sunder. Devour the life from your target to make yourself whole again, dealing cosmic damage equal to 25% of your missing health and healing you for 50% of the missing health. Okay, so kind of like an insane CDR. No, your meta is like less than, it's like a minute cooldown because you always have stacks, you know? Yeah, I think it's gonna be high haste. What is the master to spec? What is the master to spec? All cosmic damage dealt increase by 6%, while in void form this bonus increase by 10%. Okay, definitely mastery, boys. Definitely mastery. Haste mastery, maybe. Haste mastery, no verse. Probably makes a lot of sense. Haste mastery, no verse. That's my prediction. Oh my god, I can climb everywhere, bro. Like, I can... If you think Havoc can climb everywhere, this shit can even do better. Look at that. So Direct Cringe now lost a lot of damage. It might not be worth overpacking it anymore. We gotta see, boys. Alright, guys, on to the next pick. What auto spec do you wanna try? I've already made a bunch of videos about auto specs though. Let me check. Something that I haven't tried. I wanted to try BM Hunter. I didn't try, okay? Once again. So BM Hunter did get some changes. Specifically about the way that trigger Beast Cleave. Also, I'm gonna show you Survival Hunter in a bit. Oh yeah, we can try with it a bit. Yep. I don't mind. Yeah. What it seems pretty cool. Yeah. For sure. Huh. Yeah.
People are experiencing visions
1, 2, 3, 4.
all across Azeroth.
We already covered Survival Hunter. I made a tons of videos about Survival Hunter. I do want to try... Oh, actually, talking about survival. Wait a second. Why are we talking about survival? I want to show you something, guys. I want to show you something. I'm going to show you... Oh my god. Okay, hold up. We need to change the talents here. We're going to play Sentinel for sure. I want to play also Volatile Pitch, so you guys can take a look what's looking. Fuck the boom shit. I wanna show you the flame shit. It's absolutely disgusting damage. It is absolutely disgusting. Watch this, guys. You ready? Watch now, Survival Hunter. Absolutely disgusting. Fuck, what is this called, man? Keybinds. Keybinds. Okay, F1, F2, F3. Oh, you have no pet? Don't matter, boys. Aspect of the turtle. Oh, don't tell me I don't have keybinds. Harpoon. We need more. Oh my god, Shift and G. I have no active keybinds left here, chat. I'm keybinding like crazy. Is there anything that I haven't keybound? Okay, so there are several new abilities with Survival Hunter. The most important is gonna be Boomstick, and you're gonna see exactly why it's important in a little bit. Okay, and then it's gonna be this one, Flame Fang Pitch. You're gonna see why is it important, chat. Just hold your horse for a second, and you'll be like, damn, Petka, what the fuck is that? Watch this. You guys ready? Watch now, watch. Outlaw better in Midnight. So Outlaw in Midnight has slowed down significantly, lower APM. Retribution Paladin, we already tried, but I can show you in a bit. Guys, watch this. So you do your rotation in Survival Hunter, right? You know, whatever, do your rotation, yada yada yada, and then watch this. You still throw the bombs, you know, the bombs are still staying. You still throw the bombs, like, you know, bomb. But then you have something called Big Bombo Clap. Bombo, look at this. This is the big Bombo. And then if that wasn't enough, there was even bigger Bombo. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, lads. Like you have like your regular bomb, they didn't have the biggest bombo clat in the world. Look at this. Molotov cocktail into boomstick, which is like a M4A1. No silencer. Absolute blast. Absolute, and you still have like a minute cooldown on your major cooldowns, which is crazy. Which is actually crazy. You burn everybody, boys. And I finish them. Bam, bam, bam. Dead. Whoever is there dies. And cooldowns again. Cheeky chakram throw? Oh yeah, dude. I feel like severe as well. Not gonna lie, Survival looks already better than Devourer. Yup. Like the craziest shit about Survival is this spell. Flame Fang Pitch. This should have been renamed to Cocktail Molotov. Cocktail Molotov, watch this. Cocktail Molotov, boys. Burns everybody there. Bleeds them out. Love that. Survival definitely looks very interesting. Definitely. I will be looking forward to give it a try. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same thing about Hunter. Hunter has been incredibly boring. There's absolutely nothing interesting for Hunter. Zero. Gary, Unholy DK new rework is crazy good. I love it. Every aspect of it, brother. That's a big thumbs up. So Hunter didn't get anything significant. The only significant thing for Hunter right now has been you're the only execute Hunter spec, because your Q shot is now available only for Hunter. Sorry, only for Hunter. So that's gonna be probably the go-to execute spec. You know, I'm gonna show you in a little bit. It's a little bit disappointing, I must be honest with you. A little bit disappointing, but it is what it is at the end, I guess, at the end of the day. Yeah. I'll show you Pharaoh in a bit as well. So this is what pretty much looks like, but I don't have a weapon. Let me try to get a weapon from this one. Yeah, there you go. What the hell is this? Is this the... So this is supposed to be a good entry items for midnight. What is this? Level 80. Am I back to playing classic WoW? What is this? Look at this. 13 agility. Is that best in slot there? What the fuck is that bullshit? 13 agility, bruv. I'm playing midnight actually. This is classic WoW. Actually classic WoW, boys.
Too far away.
Actually classic WoW. Oh, they made aim shot to be 2.5 second cast. 2.5 second cast, boys. No! Mamma mia! Yeah, this is definitely a skip for me. Yeah, I am definitely not playing Hunter, I tell you that much. Yeah. Can you imagine? For 2.5 seconds you move casting, then I gotta move because there's a shit under you. Okay, so I can tell you the reason why they did this. So the reason why they made aim shot to be 2.5 second cast instead of the original, fastest cast is because they wanted to make aim shot a spell that literally hits really hard. And for a spec to hit, so for ability to hit really hard, they didn't want to make it quick cast, So yeah, they wanted to make sure that you spend time casting, but then whenever the cast goes through, you do insane damage. That's pretty much, the idea of them doing that. Am I a big fan of this? Definitely no. Definitely no. I mean, at this point of the game, slightly faster pace would have been welcoming. Like a second Chaos Bolt, you mean? Yeah, I mean, again, keep in mind what I'm showing you right now is with a semi-decent gear level 80. Which means on the way to like level 90, as soon as you hit level 90 and you have like greens and blues, you're gonna have very slow casts. It's gonna be dreadful. If you are a spec that loves haste, you're gonna be absolutely cooked. But that's only for the beginning. That's fine though. No. It's not about the stats even. I'm not sure. I don't think aim shot is hasted. That's the thing though. I don't think it is hasted, is it? Like, it doesn't matter if let me actually check. Hold up. Let me just remove some haste. See if it actually matters. I'm gonna try to remove some haste. Hold up. Any haste item I will remove. And I wanna see if I'm gonna drop the cast time. Any item with a haste I remove now. Lordy with a 10 giftos. Thank you so much for the support, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you for the big ones. What's up, man? Good morning. Is that the welcome back? Is that the welcome back gift though? Yeah. Okay, never mind. It's hasted. Aim shot is hasted, which means the more haste, the lower the cast. That's good though. I wonder what is gonna be the baseline haste multiplicative once I get to level 90. Okay, so nothing interesting for Hunter. Looks so far boring as fuck. Same old, same old. I don't like it. Yeah. I wish for them to get something better. So far, mega boring. That's a pass from me, boys. That's a fat pass. Been doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Missing the past 3 days because I was in Poland. Fuck did I do in Poland? Nothing's interesting. Walk around the street, look for the people, talk to them, visit some monuments, some museums. That's pretty much it. You know, that's all. I learned some Polish. Dziękuję. Dobrze. And that's it. I know a few more words, but they're pretty offensive for the Twitch audience. I was in Krakow and I visit cities nearby Krakow too. Okay, so Beastmaster Hunter, contrary to what people are saying, looks actually pretty good. Especially given the fact that your last talent now is Stampede. Last talent of pack leader is a Stampede, which is crazy. They double down on Bloodshed, which now is considered your major cooldown. And at the same time, they made multi-shot to be no longer existing. There is no more multi-shot in this game. It got deleted. Okay? No more multi-shot. Now the question is, hold the fuck up, Petco. How are you going to trigger, in that case, Beast Cleave? Well, hold up, champ. I have the solution for you. And I'll show you in a bit. 1 second. Let me summon my pet. I need to rename the pet. Gringo. Okay. Contains mature language. What the fuck? Wait, is Gringo offensive word? What the fuck? I didn't know that. It is kind of offensive. Okay. Oh, so one of the big changes for Beastmaster Hunter is that your Bestial Rat now is baseline reduced CDR. Instead of you having to press barb shots to get CDR reduced on your Bestial Rat, they thought that's too hard. And instead of doing that, they just gave you a flat CDR of like 1 minute. So apparently that was too hard for the BM Hunter players. And they want to make it fair for the people. And made it baseline 30 seconds Bestial Rat cast. Make it make any sense. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm infuriated. To me, that made absolute zero fucking sense, but hey, who the fuck am I to judge, baby? Am I right? Am I right here? I don't know what to say, chat. I don't know what to say. But that's the biggest change. Second change is they added a new talent called Wild Trash. Wild Trash, so pretty much the name got dedicated towards MM Hunter. They wanted to rename MM Hunter to Wild Trash Hunter, but they thought that was too offensive, so they just gave it as a talent to BM Hunter. But anyway, so what the fuck Wild Trash is it replicates what multi-shot is supposed to be for you. Which again, once you press multi-shot back in the days, you get Beast Cleave. However, now, multi-shot has been disabled. The spell does not exist anymore for BM Hunter. Instead, you gotta press this button called Wild Trash every 8 seconds and get Bestial Cleave. That's it. Wild Trash once, and you're gonna have Bestial Cleave, activated. So no more multi-shot spam every 6 seconds. Now you gotta press Wild Trash every 8 seconds. That's it. You guys got it? That's it. It makes it even simpler for the people. I know people didn't like it. They thought BM Hunter was too hard. Don't worry, guys. Now it's gonna be even easier than before. And it looks to be super broken, by the way. I'm definitely gonna enjoy playing my Beastmaster Hunter. They gave you a Stampede as a baseline if you're playing Pack Leader. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Who's to the phone? Who's to the phone? Who's that? Who's that? Yeah? Azurtarian stopped streaming Hunter, they'll nerf it. Alright, brother, no problem. Sorry, guys. Gotta go from Hunter Discord. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I gotta log off this shit. My bad. Anyway, so that's pretty much Hunter. I'm a big fan of so far, survival looked the best. Like, visually speaking, survival looked the best. I think mechanically, BM Hunter will probably be the best here. At least from the rotation flow, it looks the most complete compared to the rest. Numbers, we don't care about numbers. What is strong, what is weak, it's way too early. We don't care about numbers. What you want to care about right now is design of how it plays out, the new talents that they have, and last but not least, the most important is the flow of the spec. How it feels like playing, you know? Flow of the spec. That's all. What's up, Ali? Thank you for the 72 months, which means 6 years together. You are the first sub to this channel probably. So thank you for being part of us for the past 6 years, buddy. I am not banned anymore on Hunter Discord, by the way. They unbanned me. I was a good boy for the past 2 years. They unbanned me. Okay? I'm a free man. Free man. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. Okay, hold up. Let me take a look right now. Let me take a look right now about Warrior. You guys ask me, show me Warrior. So let me take a look on Warrior. Petco War. And see what is this all about. Okay. Hold the fuck, Chang. Chat. Jorko, thank you for the primes, yo. Yep, we're checking out right now Fury. We're checking out right now Arms 2. By the way, spoiler alert. Warrior got mod utility. Mod utility. You got a cheat dead now as Warrior. And things looking good, you know? Things are looking good for Warriors. That's a big W so far. If you're a Warrior main in the chat, you will absolutely love it. Speaking about Warrior mains in the chat, are there any Warrior mains in this chat actually left to play the game? Because I feel like every Warrior main that I know of already rewrote something else. I don't blame you. Just asking in case there is some in the chat. Carlos needs Elemental Shaman coaching. He knows where to find me if he needs assistance in that matter. You're a Fury Warrior? Sounds good, buddy. Wait, how are you benched? Wait, how are you benched as Protection Warrior this season, Ali? That is impossible. Isn't Protection Warrior this season actually mad crazy good? What the helly? How are you benched, bro? How? You be tripping, buddy. You be tripping. Stop the cope. Even Dan Warrior was playing Frost Decay last time I checked. Oh yeah. But I think he's playing Frost Decay because isn't Dan Warrior playing MDI though? I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that one. But isn't he playing MDI? This is a Gambo free stream, buddy. What are you saying, Gambo? Oh, what the hell? This is Gambo free stream. This is a PG-13 stream. How dare you say that? How dare you? Okay, so is there anybody in Alpha right now? Does any of you have access to Alpha? Anybody in the chat? Do you guys have access to Alpha? Anybody? I'll be able to give you beta key, but not alpha key though. Alpha keys are just invalid by Blizzard. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I wanted to test the new... So they have a mass grip, by the way. Champion Spear pretty much pulls every single mob inside the spear. The question is... it says chaining all enemies and putting them inside the spear. This pretty much reminds me of like Diablo 3 barbarian support, because as a barbarian, all I had to do is just like tag mobs for people, and they're just going and killing them for you. So this pretty much reminds me of like the cook spec of Diablo 3, what you know, what warriors were. It's like a warrior support, you know, which is pretty unironic, to be honest with you. Pretty unironic here, but for warriors in the chat. I'm sorry, I didn't want to call you cooks, you know. This was not my intention. Okay. Alright. Let's take a look at what's happening here, chat. Audience Fury or Bladestorm? Bladestorm, bruv. Bladestorm looks way more alpha. Way more alpha. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up, dude.
I'm out of range.
Any other talent that I have to bind? A rent. Do I need to bind the rent? I don't think so. Because I'm going to be casting my... Aha! So anything that is utility is marked in a big shit or what? I like that. What's the plan for Legion Remix? When is the remix? I want to try it. Is it today? Wait, isn't Legion Remix tomorrow for Europeans? We're going to give it a try for sure, bro. For sure, we're going to give it a try. Tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I want to focus on alpha and keep on testing shit for you. So I'll definitely, I'll play Legion Remix a little bit. And I'll look at alpha later too. Yeah. For sure, for sure, for sure. Okay. Let's take a look now. What's happening? Why is it so slow? It takes 3 business days to hit. My haste is pretty bad. Same rotation so far, it seems like. Yeah, same rotation so far. But, same rotation, but you have more utility. Intimidating Shout now crowd controls every single enemy. It is no longer target cap, which is a big W, by the way. Your piercing hole slows enemies, but also gives speed to your enemies. If you're playing Battlefield Commander, every time you cast any of your shouts, gives random things to your teammates. For example, Rallying Cry is now gonna give you 5% leech and moving speed to allies, which is insane. What else? Oh, Berserking Shout is like a tremor totem. In case, for example, there is some kind of a fear mechanic inside the raid or Mythic Plus, Berserking Shout can most definitely help you mitigate that shit, which is pretty good. So overall, they're giving slightly more utility to Warrior. I guess the most meaningful utility here is the Rallying Cry gives you moving speed and leech as well, which is gonna make you quite good raid talent to have, you know, like a raid utility. Other than this, just 3% flat attack power for you if you have Battle Shout on yourself, but that's about it, right? So, not too bad. Last Stand is a pseudo cheat dead every 4 minutes, which is not bad at all. And Anger Management is now going to be part of the general talent trees for Warrior, which is big W. You have one more new talent, which I really love here, and that's going to be Kill or Be Killed. Pretty much every time you die, you don't die. You pretty much have like 8 seconds that you can fully attack the person that killed you, and if you kill them, you resurrect. This kind of reminds me of I think there was like a champion in Heroes of the Storm that every time it died, it turned into unkillable guy for like 4 or 5 seconds and it did more damage, and if it killed you, it resurrected. Yeah, something like a Tryndamere from League of Legends as well, but obviously if Tryndamere kills you with your ult, you can still die. Surrender to Madness Shadow Priest? Yeah, pretty much like that. Yes, Ronnie. Yeah. Renata. Yeah, this is like a Renata W. Exactly like that. Yes, but every 5 minutes. BL now also can be talented to have 100% chance to enrage at the belly. That's good though. You know, one thing that I want them to make better for Fury Warrior is bring back heavy chomping executes. Because last season, Execute was damage loss for most of the time. It's worthless in raid. That's not true, by the way. Maudry, that is not true. It is not useless for raid. You know why it's not useless for raid? Because you can actually press it during progression fights. You know, imagine like you die out to the boss and you have 2 or 3 warriors. Each of them gonna be alive, you know, for like extra 8 seconds doing more damage. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, buddy. I'll take that. It's good for progression fights. But once again, a very niche, you know, very niche shit. Yeah, so Execute is pretty bad. That is one thing I would love them to do. In regards to Aaron's Warrior, have you guys seen any meaningful changes to the Aaron's Warrior talents? Apart from the General 3, has anything meaningful changing for Warriors here? As Arms. Kicked out of the team? No. I just told him that I'm not playing retail anymore. I played with him on Wednesday and I simply told him when Alpha is out, I would not be playing with him anymore. And that's why, you know, that's why I did it. Because I wanted to play Alpha and play Legion Remix. It was time to retire, you know? I will come back to retail maybe in like 2 months or so at the end of the season to get my title, but that's about it. I am now going to be playing Midnight Alpha and Beta and Mythic Plus in Midnight. So that's going to be the main focus. Fury has dogshit series on live. If you ask anybody, nobody will miss them. So my question here comes with, has there been anything meaningful done to Adam's Warrior? If there's any Adam's Warrior... Actually, you know what? Let me ask Archie if he's around. 1 second. Where is Archie? Quick question once you wake up. What exactly have they been changing on arms specific talents? Because honestly, there hasn't really been any major details that I can see. Let me ask right now Archie real quick. Fury has the most fluid rotation. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, buddy. Okay, so apparently Archie is still awake. Don't know why. Did I release BM and Apex Talents? I'm not sure. We were checking out the one before, but couldn't find anything. I think Survival had it only though. Let me check. Ooh, Death Knight. Holy Petco DK. Boys, have you guys seen the Unholy rework? Holy. Diabolically good. Diabolically good. One second, guys. So Ferocity hasn't really seen as much changes compared to ARMS, right? Let's first begin with Frost. Hello Jesse and Dylan, good morning guys. I'm so grateful to see you online, Petco. You're gonna finally answer all of my alpha questions. Ask me, bro. What do you wanna know? What do you wanna know, bruv? Okay, so the Apex talent on Frost DK surrounds Frostworm Fury, pretty much. So something pretty much tells me that you'll be playing this talent all the time. And maybe you wanna Focus on Breath of Sindragosa instead of Frostbane. Yeah, Frostbane fucking sucks, dude. Get the fuck out of here with this Frostbane bullshit. Frostbane my fucking bullshit. Let me check. Long Winter kind of RNG. I don't like it, but I have to play it, I guess. Yeah, fuck me. I gotta play Breath of Sindragosa. Deathbringer probably. Will they nerf BM Hunter? See, they already nerfed BM Hunter if you're asking about life. Guys, from now on, you guys gotta ask me, when you ask a question, refer to either live servers or midnight, because I'm confused. BM Hunter got nerfed for Season 3 servers. There hasn't been any nerfs from Alpha Midnight yet. Because they're in a process of introducing everything, you know, slowly introducing the class reworks. Not every class got reworked yet. Yeah, for BM Hunter got nerfed on live servers as a Dark Ranger. If you do not play Dark Ranger, you're not nerfed. You're perfectly fine. You're chilling. And because of the nerf to Dark Ranger right now, I suspect you're going to be playing a lot more Pack Leader in the dungeons. Are you going to play Pack Leader all the time? Hell nah. But it will be a lot more common now. Pillar of Frost, a Reaper's Mark for sure. Breath of Sindragosa with what? Breath of Sindragosa with what? I wanna play this shit. Frostworm probably. Can you edit mode runes to be bigger and more visible? This one? No. You can't. You can't modify that. Just use a weak outer, bro. Oh, wait a second. Weak out, I said. Any weak outers in the chat? Yup. Congratulations, baby. Yup. Ain't looking good. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about removing weak outers? Honest question. What do we think? Do you guys like this shit? Or nah? You guys think it's good? Okay. I wonder, why do you think it's good, bro? I haven't seen people on Twitter like this. People on Twitter were so mad. They were like, fuck it. I'm quitting the game. I don't like to play without weak outers. You know, yada, yada, yada. And here am I. My chat, my own chat loves it. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Did you check the tier list done by Max? Wait, what? Max made a tier list for Alpha? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Oh my god. Look at visuals. Hello? Okay, never mind. The visuals were pretty good. Wait. It's a tier list on changes just did. Oh, hell nah, bro. He did not make it. Wait a second. He did not make a tier list. Maximum Twitch. Ain't no way he did it. Ain't no way he did it. Nah. Nah, it's shameless. He actually did it. He actually did it. He actually did it. He actually did it. No way. No, wait. Where's his YouTube channel?
I don't know. It just says strength.
Where's YouTube channel?
Wait. This.
Class changes vibe tier list. Comments are switched off. I wonder why.
It's gonna. They know that they have the overheal redirect.
Okay.
Season 3, where Dis just sucks in raid. So I really don't like that any overheal.
All right, boys. Hey, I'm down for this. Day 2 tier list. Yep. I'm talking about healers. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Skip healers.
I think competing with Barrage.
And I think also Arcane was just one of the specs that, at least if you were to look, I look at things through this lens of like how hard spec.
Hey, no! Who the fuck? I can't believe that. They said Hunter had better changes than Survival and Hunter? No. 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 Who talked about Hunters?
It's like this charge, it does quite a bit
One second.
of damage on its own, then it buffs your damage and all that. That's fine. I think takedown is cool, both in terms of vibes. They've leaned into more like you fighting alongside your pet, both in terms of mechanics and flavor and stuff. I think the vibes of survival in terms of like non-button pressing are great. A lot of people, like especially survival diehards, don't like it because people who are survival diehards, they really are all about the spear vibe, you know?
Okay. Who the fuck is Survival Die Hard? I haven't heard of a singular Hunter main that is a Die Hard Survival one trick. That's like 5 people in the world. So shut the fuck up. Chat, shut the fuck up. There is 5 of you maybe at most that you're survival one trick players. I don't believe that. There are a lot more BM Hunter one tricks than survival one tricks.
Yeah.
So in trying, I guess, to maybe attract a wider audience to it, they've maybe turned off some of the people that have been diehard for it so far. So yeah.
Well, what's interesting to me is, again, as someone who I haven't played Hunter in a long time, but from what it sounds like survival is just going to be melee BM Hunter, right? It's a very simple few button rotation where it's all about you.
Okay, chat, a question. Does anybody out of you chat, does anybody actively watch Max? Like, are you his, like every time he streams you watch him actively? Anybody in the chat? That you're active Max viewer? Okay, sometimes. Whenever he plays the game, what does he play? Like, what kind of class he plays? What does he do? He plays Monk and a DK. Okay. Monk and a DK. Okay. I see. Okay, I see. So he's actively playing the game by playing Monk and DK. Okay.
You and your pet. It's just in melee instead of range.
I think in terms of gameplay, it kind of feels like that because also you have kill command. But I think in terms of the vibes, you know, you have this new flame fang pitch. You throw down like a firebomb. You can throw it on buildings and like it looks like you're setting fire to them. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
It's ground targeted and everything.
Yep.
And that's sort of the opposite choice to the shotgun blast.
Okay.
So cool vibes, but it's like you're really just pressing generator spender and a button on cooldown for like a minute. Then you get to press these cool buttons and you have fun for 5 seconds. And then you're just back to kind of being bored for a minute. That's what it feels like to me.
Okay.
I mean, doesn't survival in the current season do the same shit? Every 45 to 6 seconds you get a cooldown, and in between you have nothing. So nothing new except that you get a new bump.
Yeah. Marksmanship is pretty much retained in terms of like, and I think most people play marksmanship. It's quite fun. You feel
Guys, I would rather whip out my both cheeks, shit in a plastic bag, and rub it all over my chest instead of playing Hunter next season. Like, it actually looks fucking boring as fuck. It's the same thing. Hunter hasn't seen any significant changes in terms of like rotation or whatever. Anything new cool shit. At least Survivor had a new cool shit. So far, I guess the only new cool shit got is like monopolizing kill shot. You know? Like, you're just like the only Hunter spec that gets multi shot. Q shot, sorry. Anyway.
Feel quite bursty. Your cooldowns are impactful. You have a few things to think about, and obviously movement is a big part of it. The biggest news for marksmanship is that they massively increased the expected cast time on aim shot. So
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that sucks. Longer cast time aim shot sucks. Sucky, not good. Well, I guess depends on the context, but in game, not good.
just straight up less mobile. Then they, of course, they've buffed aim shots damage to compensate. And I think this will be sort of like, I think personally, I think it's okay to distinguish, because marksmanship was really mobile. It wasn't quite BM, but it was like, during cooldowns, you were almost fully mobile. And I think they're leaning more into the slow sniper vibe. And I guess your feelings about that will just depend on whether you buy what they're selling.
Yeah, I mean, I can get if you're Blizzard and you have to look at the whole scope.
By the way, how is the audio, guys? Can you hear anything?
Of hunters and what they offer you. If you already have either a melee or a completely mobile range spec, it makes sense that the third one feels different from that. But also, if you're an MM enjoyer, you can look at it very simply as, I don't care about what the balance of all this is. I'm an MM player, and the reality is my aim shot total damage is the same. It's just my gameplay is worse now because I'm less mobile and I'm casting it more, and that can obviously feel really bad, right?
That's exactly right. And also, you know, when you have a much like this sort of huge mobility disparity between the specs, obviously tuning becomes, you know, before when they were like MM has to do quite a bit better on paper to be better in practice.
Okay, I don't want to hear it. Why is Max doing tier list? Bro, you guys calling me a tier list farmer? I don't know what, like, if I'm a tier list farmer, then I don't know what Max is. Okay, so I don't want to hear anybody talking shit about me anymore. That's it. I'm officially the most unjustified flame person because of the tier list. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Max got more here. That's true. He does have more here than me. That's fine. Guys, listen up. We need to farm. We need to farm as well. I guess our first tier list is gonna be once Mythic Plus comes out. Maybe in like December. Sounds good. I don't make one every week though. I make one every week only during PTR or beta testing. And because there is no PTR and beta testing, I haven't done so weekly since August. The only time that I update a tier list is if there's like any significant changes. And I don't stream about it, I just make a video on YouTube about it. The last update was a while back.
Practice, right? Because it'll probably lose at least some damage from these long aim shots in hectic, difficult raid fights.
Okay, I wanna hear about BM Hunter though.
I'm so back.
In consideration of that, because I don't want to like be doomer about Hunter, because I think overall Hunter is improving. I just think the specs, especially BM and Survival, are being simplified maybe a little bit too hard.
Okay.
So I'd probably put BM and Survival in probably like not great. I think just.
Aha. Okay. So the reason why he's putting the BM Hunter to not great is because they're making BM Hunter easier. I mean, I don't know. I personally don't think that's like a, you know, at least they're trying to, for me, I wouldn't put it there. I think they got new cool shit. I'll definitely put MM there though. Fuck MM. It's easier because you get passively CDR on Bestial Rat every 30 seconds. And after that, you also get yourself Beast Cleave every 8 seconds. So now instead of having to press Multishot every couple of seconds, Multishot got deleted. And now you can press Wild Trash, that's the new ability code, every 8 seconds cooldown. So you have like two more seconds to maintain Beast Cleave, which makes it pretty easy, you know. So that's why the spec gets to be simplified. Hello, Mal. Good morning. Yeah, Alpha already started. We already in, buddy. Alpha's already here. We're testing all the shit, but people have been talking about Max new tier list, so we're just reacting to the news.
The pruning went a little bit too far in terms of gameplay. A lot of the things that people found fun about it, kind of vibes. I think the vibes are good of Survival. BM is, you know, if you like BM, you like BM. but the raw gameplay pretty mid in my opinion. I think MM is probably staying closer to what it is. I think what you think about the increased cast time will just kind of be up to what you like. So I'm not really going to consider that. I think it's okay. It's not really improving in a major way. It's not really taking a big hit in a major way. If you like MM now, you like MM in the future. But my worry is that if you like survival and BM now, it's not a given that you'll like it going into the future because they've just taken away a lot of the things that you're currently min-maxing. So that's sort of the logic behind it.
Okay, let's check out other specs. Frost Mage rework pretty good. I like that. Yes, I agree with this. Arcane Mage not great. Really? Why?
Moved multiple defensives from mages. Currently, you could pick basically any two you want besides Ice Cold probably, and they will still be, you know, maybe not the tankiest class in the game, but they wouldn't be squishy, right? Which is probably the point.
Yeah, it's still going to be good.
Force Search video is coming tonight.
Okay, so that's the basic like general class stuff in Frost. So you can go to either Arcane or Fire next.
Let's go to Arcane. Let's go best to worst. I think I would put Arcane in not great.
Who is he talking about with Mage? Anybody know? Who is Max talking with about mages? Who is the person on a call?
They basically reworked Arcane 2. They're basically like the fundamental things they're doing are they're bringing back mana mattering and building and spending arcane charges, when before you kind of just didn't have mana problems. You kind of sat on 4 charges and just you refunded a bunch of charges through like 4 different ways. So it's going to be, you're just generating a lot more and you're spending mana and running a lot more, which I personally don't like because I want to be not running I want to be casting my spells at full charges, you know, not building. But the weird thing they have is they have like 8 arcane missile talents and it still feels
okay. Oh shit. Fire Mage even worse than before. Holy shit, people are shitting with Fire Mage. Okay. What about the rest?
I don't understand. I think Dranako said
where are they gonna put the rest? Wait, show me. Show me. Great changes, Frost Decay. Really? What exactly are they changing on Frost Decay?
I have Jedith reached out.
Again, some level of opportunity cost, but for Unholy, you basically lost nothing. For big AoE burst of like your imps like exploding at once, you can just pop them one by one for big damage on AoE.
Yeah.
So like the good is that the gameplay direction is different and the quality of life is definitely still there. The downside is the depth is still not there. So like you're basically still hitting a Festering Strike for a buff, and then you're just spamming Scourge Strike. You're summoning like a bunch of little ghouls like on the side. They just kind of like slap for piss damage, and then you're accumulating a bunch of little damage sources. And you can go like more disease focused, or you can go more pet focused throughout the talent tree. So it's like a good concept. It just needs like a little something within either the cooldowns.
I also agree with Unholy DK. Unholy DK looks so interesting. The way that you're gonna do damage right now has been reversed, pretty much 360, which honestly is good for Frost DKs. I didn't expect to see them getting a rework because, you know, since the Frost DK got a rework this season, I was like, okay, that's it for DKs. But Unholy DK got a complete rework, so that's pretty good. If you're a DK player, you love that shit.
Or within the gameplay loop to make it more interesting, because as it currently stands right now, there's no thought process. It's still you hit Festering Strike once, you hit a few Scourge Strikes, you hit Festering Strike again, you hit a few Scourge Strikes, and that's it. And it just plays itself. Like there's no skill expression really within the spec.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I felt as well. Even though the theme, I think they hit it with the theme though. Like if they can get the like either disease or like explodey minion thing working, I feel like they're kind of hitting that, and then wounds.
Okay, I want to hear about Frost Decay. Where is he talking about Frost Decay?
Listen, then sigh. Hello?
Yo.
Yo, what's up, my king?
What's good?
What is your you said you could do DK real
Who is he talking to with DK, by the way, about DK?
quick style?
Yeah.
All right, what it do?
Frost is like basically the same as last patch because they did a really big rework, but it still fucking cranks ass.
Yeah.
And it's super sick.
Yeah.
Still has a lot of the depth that it retained from the old expansion, so it didn't really feel like it lost anything. It just lost a bunch of stats, which is gonna make it feel like shit when you first play it. But in terms of like class interactions, spec interactions, things like that, Frost is basically like up there with one of the more.
I agree with that. Wait, Shadow Priest not great? Bro, you kidding me? Elite Remix starts tomorrow for Europe. Tomorrow. Wait, what?
You only
It made as well.
to it more, made it do more damage.
Okay.
Was public talking about Priest? Oh, who was talking about Priest, by the way? Who was talking about Priest? Was it public? Really? Why did he say about... I mean, Shadow Priest got the new Tentacle Slam instead of Shadow Crush. That's way better visually. Shadow Word Madness now is gonna trigger apparitions instead of like auto abilities. That's fine. Removal of Void Torrent is not necessarily bad, although Dark Ascension now... Sorry. The Dark Ascension removal is good. The Void Torrent removal is also not bad. The problem is, what are you gonna do now with not Archon, the other fucking hero talent? What do you call that? Void Dark. What the fuck do you call it? I haven't forgot about the shit. Yeah, Void Weaver. Sorry, yes. So what are you gonna do now with Void Weaver? Because the core of Void Weaver was Void Torrent, and now that is gone. What you gonna do now? Kind of looks interesting. Unless they're trying to add a new spell similar to Void Torrent. Maybe, I don't know. I guess either this or focusing on Devouring Plague. We'll see, guys. Nah, I think the BM not great is bait. I think BM is good.
In my opinion, make it do something with the kit. But yeah.
Before you rank Unholy, I actually want you... Do you have any thoughts on how Death Grip is still your raid buff and Hunter's Mark is now the best raid buff in the game?
Hunter's Mark being the best raid buff in a game is cap. Because the Druid buff also gives you flat 3% versatility, which is 3% more damage, but also gives you 1.5% damage reduction. So technically, Mark of the Wild is far better than BM Hunter's Mark, in my opinion. Also, Hunter's Mark doesn't work on multiplicative targets, meaning that if you have 2 or 3 targets, it doesn't give you damage increase on all targets, while Mark of the Wild does. So I don't agree with this. I don't think it's the best rate buff. I mean, obviously, it has been improved significantly.
How PG are we keeping it?
Well, I mean, like, I'm gonna put this on YouTube, so I guess like.
Okay. Affliction Lock rework is insane. I agree with this. Pharaoh Druid rework insane. I agree with this. I agree with Balance Druid, by the way. What else? Who else did I invited? Let me check. Flame Shaper augmentation is turbo good. Turbo. If augmentation is not yeah, pretty good, exactly. It should be above turbo good. It's broken. Augmentation rework is like the nastiest stuff that I've seen in a long time. You're gonna see it. And it's gonna catch a lot of people by surprise, chat. The rework of augmentation, or at least the hero talents that was introduced, and the general Apex talents are insanely good. So Oak might be back on the table.
List of stuff they've removed, because I'm pretty sure they've been doing this work for quite a while, because there's like a really heavy
defensives, but it
good to...
Who spoke about Eli Shaman? And Hans was probably Wardep. Anybody know who he spoke about Enhance? Also, Retribution Paladin, it just seems like, in my opinion, Retribution Paladin got better next expansion. Like, Retribution Paladin got pretty much Executioner Sentence combined with... What do you call this spell? What do you call this talent? The 1 minute AoE damage talent. What the fuck do you call it? Final Reckoning. Yes, so Final Reckoning got combined with Executioner Sentence, and every time you press that talent, not only is gonna do AoE damage, but it's also every single AoE damage you do, 10% of that for a limited time gets to be transferred to the prior target, which is a massive W. Massive W in my opinion so far for Retribution Paladins. On top of you having the, you know, simplified rotation, utility is amazing, hasn't changed though, so yeah. But that's pretty much so far about what Max has done so far. Yeah. I don't think it's DH Funnel because it has like a 1 minute cooldown. I don't think it's DH Funnel necessarily, but it's not bad at all. Honestly. Okay. I also agree with Frost DK. For the people that haven't seen Unholy, I'll show Unholy in a second, but Unholy pretty much got a complete rework, and now you are gonna be exploding goose. I'm gonna show in a second what does it look like. I know you guys are gonna be curious to see what the fucking hell is Petko talking about. Let me show you right now. Pretty much like Unholy DK is like Diablo 2 Necromancer, and you get to explode corpses like the skeletons you used to explode. So it is pretty much similar to what Diablo 2 Necromancer used to be, okay? Which obviously, in my opinion, is a good thing. I loved it. I like it. Definitely W rework. I'm going to show you in a second. Putrefy, here we go. This one is the new one. So just do rotation, you know, yada, whatever. Summon my army of dead, summon my magus, and now I can just explode. Watch this. Wait, where is the explosion? Am I blind? Where is the explosion? It's this one. Wait, but why doesn't it explode though? I don't see it exploding in my frames. Am I a monkey? Once again, do you guys see it explode? Putrefy. That's it! I thought it was gonna be a big explosion. What the fuck is this? That's it! Bro, 25 years ago, they made Diablo 1 explosion way better. Or Diablo 1... Yeah, I mean, what the fuck is this bullshit? What the fuck is that? Wait, look at this. Watch. Watch this. Empower my ghoul. It attacks. It explodes like that. What the fuck is this? Ew fucking bozo. Bozo ew, actually. What the fuck? Actual fart. Yep, actual fart. Ew. I mean, I like the idea, and I think it's gonna be crazy good, but there's no animation though. I mean, I expected something like no. Like, hold up. Let me try to find one. Diablo 2 exploding corpse necromancer. Watch this. So this is pretty much how. Wait, no, what the fuck is that? Let me find the necromancer. So this is Diablo 2 game that got made like 20 years ago, and look how the explosion looks like here. Keep in mind that game got made 20 years ago. I'm gonna show explosion in actual real life, real time. Okay. Is he gonna do it? Are you gonna fight? You're gonna talk. He's gonna talk. Fuck me, man. Show me. Show me. Bro, don't. Oh. Watch. Watch this. Watch. Look at the explosion. Look at this. Show me. Boom. Show me the bomb clap. I mean, there's some blood explosion around. I can see it. There's like some blood exploding, dude. Yeah, look at this. They're like exploding with blood. It's still way better, like 20 years ago, than this fucking fart. Look at this fart. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this fart. I'm actually sick of this shit. Look at this now. You can't even tell. Look, I'm empowering my ghoul. He's attacking. Explodes. Actual fart. Actual fart. Ew. Yeah. I'm logging out. I'm logging out, boys. Logging out. I'm done. I'm done. Clap, clap, clap. Petko, would you play Legion Remix? Yes, I would once it's out. It is not out yet. I would like to be cool so long as I can see the ground, no more devour shit. I mean, yes and no, I guess. Which spec we haven't talked about, chat? I feel like we oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the tentacle Petco SP. 1 second, chat. I'm gonna show you now the tentacle. Any tentacles in the chat? Any tentacle enjoyers? Quick question, does anybody know when we can expect a new build for the Almina Alpha? Between Wednesday and Friday. Feroxita. Between Wednesday and Friday. I would expect Thursday or Friday because the patch is coming out tomorrow, so yeah. As a Shadow Priest man, I'm happy, brother. If you're not happy, then I'll take that from you and give it to my shaman, bro. You gotta be the happiest man in the world. Tell you that much, bruv. Okay. Watch this now. Shadow Priest, is there any default build? There is no default build. Okay, fuck me, man. Okay, let's go with Archon so far. We're gonna go Archon because we don't know. White Weaver is not done yet, I'm pretty sure. It is not done yet. Just get some random talents. It don't matter what you choose. Just anything random, I guess, at this point. So first of all, your interrupt is baseline. I know a lot of you have been happy about this, but yes, your interrupt now is baseline, which I absolutely love it. I wish this to be the case all the time. So Enhance gonna be more simple? Yes. Enhance seems to have better simplification, which obviously is a good thing for you and for everybody that gets to play the game, you know. Previously that wasn't as heavily invested into Enhance, but now that they're gonna make it simple, I will be more heavily invested. They have interrupt as a heal priest? Nope, you don't. They said it's gonna be too OP if you have. It's gonna be way too OP if you have. That's what they said. So unfortunately, you still don't have it. But they also removed the interrupt of Restoration Druid to make it fair. All right, watch this, guys. So instead of Shadow Crush, they did the Tentacle Slam. Watch this. Here we go. Instead of Shadow Crush, Tentacle! Let's go! Yes, sir! Aha! So Void Volley. Okay, so pretty much you pretty much have to so the APM of this pick is gonna be mega low, by the way. I can tell right now. The APM looks to be mega low. Rotationary plays the same in a way. Okay, yeah, it plays kind of the same. Oh my god, boys. Tentacles. Everywhere. It plays the same. It's actually even easier than before. Because Void Volley is now built in a Void form. And the only way to extend Void form is through Devouring Plague, which again was the case last season too. But now Devouring Plague is renamed to Shadow Word Madness, which is fine too. Shadow Word Madness is also the only way to get your operation, unless you have the Apex Talents, which again, they spawn operations once you press your Shadow Crush, which means Shadow Crush now is called the Tentacle Summon. So every time you Tentacle Summon, you spawn operation, which is actually good. So maybe you want to press it on cooldown. Which means you gotta play the Descending Darkness, probably. Damage Tracker now for not yet. Yeah, Amana Throws are coming too, yep. So I mean, I like the rework of Shadow Priest visually right now. I like it. I think that's I think so far it's a massive W. I just, you know what I would improve? This big tentacle that spawns, I would rather have it spawn near melee and slap all targets, you know, like imagine a Kraken, you know? You guys know what's Kraken? The mythical creature that it's inside the sea and it goes out, it slaps with his tentacles the ships and they get destroyed. I would have loved this, but to be in melee, the whole slap. So, Tentacle Slam is Shadow Crush. It works exactly like Shadow Crush. Exactly like Shadow Crush. No difference here. Up to 6 targets, 2 stacks. So, yeah. Without Pink Counters would be interesting to see how we're gonna play out. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind that shit. So I maintain my Void form for 45 seconds without actually having Bloodlust and having high haste. Pretty good. Ellie Shaman is not complete yet. It's half rework, half not. So it's too early to say anything about Ellie Shaman so far. Probably ask me again this week, maybe when they put more changes to Elemental. Not exactly. It applies the dot to everything between you and the target. Wait. What are you talking about, Pharaoh? You mean like Shadow Crush? Does SK Ellie work with Primal Elemental? I have no idea. Don't think it does. But I can give it a try later for you. Maybe it does actually. Not sure. I haven't tried it. Summons a massive shadowy a slam on a ground dealing shadow damage in front of you. Aha! And 8 yards around the target. So it's actually a frontal. Shadow. So the tentacle is a frontal that applies the dot near you. So it's 8 targets, so 8 yards near the main target and also in front of you. They should make an indication though, like it's like, you know, like a line. But can I tentacle slam from here? Holy! Okay. How does red feel like? Not a whole lot of changes. There are some reworks done to Retribution Paladins to help with the flexibility of builds. Better pride damage for sure coming in next season though. So if you know, if you're maining Retribution Paladin, you probably in a good spirit so far, I'd say. Tomorrow nerfs on Hunter DK and Arcane Mage. It's mostly gonna affect your Mythic Plus performance. You might get back to Pack Leader. I'm not calling for the pack leader. I'm just saying that you might probably gonna get back to that shit at some point. Let me just make some money right now. Some dungeons shifted back to pack leader from there for sure. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Maybe even all of them. Depends. We'll see. We'll see. Did Hunter Discord calculate how much of a nerf that was? I don't like it. Though I enjoy the ad. It will be around 4% nerf for Emblematic Plus. I'm not sure if it's 4 or more than that. Because they also nerf Bleak Powder. So I think it would be probably bigger nerf for AoE than it is for single target though. If anybody knows, let me know. Yeah, unfortunately for Elemental, one of the specs that misses a lot of talents. A lot of talents are simply not yet done. So we don't know how it's gonna look like. It's just too early to say anything about Ellie. Way too early. Like, no epic talents, no, not done with Ice Fury. Like, Ice Fury got removed, but it still stays here, you know? Yeah. Too early to say anything about Ellie Shaman so far. Enhance, I believe Ward made a video about Enhance, talking about the spec itself. What did Ward say about Enhance? Did anybody watch the video? Let's actually put it to watch. I know that he made a video about Enhance. Or we can watch later. Fuck it. What did he say about that though? It's good, but lack defense city. I mean, they're adding more talents, so we don't know that. It's too early to say. Yeah, okay, fine. If you gotta watch Word Up, let's see. Word Up. I'm curious. What did he say about? Wait, when is MDI, by the way? Is MDI starting? Oh, did it start? Where is Word Up? Enhance. And Shaman. Wow.
A full rework already here in the first build, which means this work has probably been going on for a long time. And generally, I think it plays very similar to current enhancement, but a lot more intuitive as to why you're pressing each thing. In this video, I'll be going through all of the sweeping changes to our class, spec, and hero trees, and highlight any important interactions going on at the moment. This is a backbone for future work as we get closer to launch, for articles or gameplay videos that I'll be doing. Before we jump into any of the talent trees, though, there's a couple of important changes.
Wait, is Ward British? No, I didn't know that.
To know about our baseline mechanics. First, our mastery has had part of it changed. Storm Surge no longer procs from any special attack, it only triggers from Storm Strike. This means that Storm Surge procs, and by extension the Storm Blast damage effect, are far less frequent at midnight. Second, Maelstrom Weapon no longer baseline affects healing spells.
Oh, that's a big hit. You can't heal anymore, motherfuckers. Now I'm gonna take it. Yep.
This is technically supposed to be replaced by the PvP talent Stormweaver, which gives us a free buff.
You can heal, but it's not gonna be as powerful compared to before.
Instant healing surge cast after spending Maelstrom Weapon, but this isn't implemented yet. It's very obvious at the moment how much losing this hurts our survivability. Anyway, with those 2 points out the way, let's move on to looking at the talent trees themselves. Compared to a lot of trees, our class tree saw some relatively minor changes overall, so we're going to start there before jumping into the bigger section.
I'm going to skip this. Spec tree.
Moving to the class tree, Wind Fury Weapon and Flame Tongue Weapon are now mandatory first pickups out the gate. The top of the tree has been reduced to 9 points total, so you can only skip exactly one above this line. Crash Lightning is also effectively mandatory and has had a few changes. Alongside being the focus of our Apex talents, the on-cast damage is mostly unchanged, but the Splash follow-up no longer has a target requirement, and the buff triggers even if you don't hit anything. The Splash also now splits.
So it's a noob friendly.
Its damage between up to 5 targets, so it has no AoE scaling, but it does still, however, generate Maelstrom Weapon. Lastly, Chain Lightning hits no longer reduce its cooldown or increase its damage dealt. Ashen Catalyst has been changed and is now just a flat 2-second cooldown reduction for Lava Lash when it hits a target with Flame Shock applied, so the funnel is mostly gone there. It still has the same variable CDR with Hot Hand Up. Overcharge is a new talent that's a bit bugged at the moment, but it should add a little extra crit scaling by converting 40% of your crit rate on your character sheet.
We don't want to waste any more Maelstrom when heal. Wait, hold on. But don't you consume the Maelstrom weapons once you press heal? Even if you don't enhance it, you still consume it because it's instant heal, no? Otherwise, if you don't have any stacks, you can press it, but it's gonna be a cast time, right? Consume Maelstrom Weapon causes the next healing surge or shaking of the game 100%. Aha! I understand. Okay. So it's a talent.
Cheat the crit damage. This is additive. So if you have 20% crit rate, this means your crits will do 208% damage instead of 200%. Hot Hand has had its CDR effect reduced to 50%, and it can no.
Wait, is he gonna go into details about every single talent change on the tree? Holy, that's mega in depth. I like that.
Longer proc while the effect is currently active. This still costs 2 points, though I'm not sure it justifies that anymore. Elemental Tempo is another new talent that grants a flat 10% elemental damage at all times. More importantly, though, each stack of Maelstrom Weapon you spend reduces both Stormstrike and Lava Lash cooldown by 0.3 seconds per stack. This is crucial to maintaining the flow of the rotation now, and it fills in the missing gap left by Legacy of the Frostwing. This is probably my favorite new talent on the entire tree. Voltaic Blaze is now an active ability with a flat 10-second cooldown replacing Flame Shock. This effectively replaces Ice Strike and Hailstorm all in one, and it's an extra GCD that we really need based on the alpha tests at the moment. It still applies Flame Shock to up to 6 targets, and it always crits while generating 1 Maelstrom Weapon baseline. Fire Nova has...
Voltaic Blaze is absolutely useless, by the way, for Elshon.
Been redesigned into a passive that's a follow-up to Voltaic Blaze, causing it to generate 2 extra Maelstrom Weapon when cast for a total of 3, and giving a 30% chance to set off a Fire Nova, the same as the live spell, on target's hit. Right now this is bugged and has a 100% chance, but most of the benefit is turning Voltaic into a burst Maelstrom generator that you use rotationally. Chaining Storms is a reskin of Crashing Storms from live, upping the Chain Lightning target count to 5. Instead of increasing Crash Lightning damage, it instead now just buffs all Chain Lightning damage by 10%.
Ooh, okay.
Stormbind is the old nature damage crit slow effect from Stormbringer rating the alpha of War Within. I have no idea why this made it into the spec tree, but it's there. The bottom of the tree has had a lot done to it, so I'm going to go through this section by section and explain each of the effects. On the left, we have Ride the Lightning into Lightning Strikes into Thunder Capacitor.
Yeah.
Ride the Lightning is the same as the current PvP talent, causing Stormstrike / Lava Lash to cast Chain Lightning on your target. This has a lot of different questions that have been asked.
Wait a second. Stormstrike Lava Lash to cast a free Chain Lightning on your target. What the fuck? Is it like the full extent Chain Lightning?
So, to make them clear, these don't spend or scale with Maelstrom Weapon in any way. They don't interfere with Thorm's Invocation. They don't consume the Whirling Air Mote, but they do apply and contribute to Lightning Rod, do get increased by any effects or talents impacting Chain Lightning or generic Maelstrom spender damage, do trigger and consume Arc Discharge, and they do trigger Totemic Rebound for Totemic.
Is this intended that consumes Arc Discharge? Because that's busted, bro.
Lightning Strikes follows it up, which grants a buff when you spend 10 Maelstrom Weapon, which can stack to 3. Casting Stormstrike or Lava Lash consumes 1 stack to increase its damage by 25% and generates 1 Maelstrom Weapon. This is currently bugged, I think, and it only triggers if you spend a full 10 Maelstrom Weapon at once. There's no rollover like Legacy of the Frostwitch, but I suspect that's not really intended. Thunder Capacitor is a combination of the 2 passives from Static Accumulation and Thorm's Invocation on live. It's a 20% flat increase to Lightning Bolt, Tempest, and Chain Lightning, and a 20% chance for a full Maelstrom Weapon refund when you cast. This 3-point line is really strong for both trees at the moment, and I don't see it getting dropped at all as it stands. Elemental Assault is the same as live, except it's only 1 point now, thank God. Doomwinds has been moved to the center as our main cooldown.
Good.
And it still has a 1-minute cooldown with an 8-second duration baseline, but it's currently off the GCD. Static Accumulation now also applies to Doomwinds as well, granting 1 Maelstrom Weapon per second per point spent. Thorm's Invocation on the bottom right also now applies to Doomwinds and extends its duration by 2.
Okay, so I'm going to stop for now. I'm going to watch it a bit later. What is the TODR of that? Because everything that he mentioned, he sounds pretty happy about. Therefore, I would assume, based on the intonation and everything so far he has said, is that he is quite happy about the enhanced reward coming into midnight. I would assume. It's not great, but it's very good. I mean, that's very good, right? That's very good. Compared to what people are talking about with the rest of the specs, I mean, still, like having this talent here, where the fuck is it? Right? Look at this. Ride the Lightning. Storm Strike and Lava Lush unleash a chain lightning at 100% effectiveness that deals 20% reduced damage with each jump. Dude, like, and Rite of the Lightning does it have any internal GCD? Like, what if I press back to back to back Lava Lush with my hot hands? Do I get like all the time chain lightnings from that shit? Like, there's no cooldown. That's insane, bro. That's insane. In that case, that's probably gonna become a priority. Damn. Okay. Damn. I mean, there's several talents on the left side that will be introduced with Shaman, and because they removed the Stone Bulwark Totem, they're probably gonna be adding another defensive for Shaman in the following weeks. So, yeah. Hot Hand gives you now 50 CDR instead of 80. 50 is still pretty good because you have time to fit stuff into your rotation. Because you remember, once you, like I believe last season, for example, if you get a Hot Hands, you can't cast anything in between. Maybe like Hot Hands, Lava Lush, something, then again a Hot Hands, Lava Lush, and then something. You know, you have one global pretty much. So now maybe you can squeeze 2 globals, which makes the rotation a lot more fluid, in my opinion. Right. Apex talents are, what are they focusing about? I think it's crash lighting, right? Each Maelstrom weapon spends has a 2% chance to cause your next crash lighting to ignore cooldown and weapon and enhancements effect on crash lighting to overlap. Wow. To overlap the effects. Fat. It will be Lava Lush, 2 globals, Lava Lush, or Lava Lush. Yep. Exactly. I think you can fit like 2 globals in between. The Voltic Blaze. Where is this? This one. The Voltic Blaze, it's really bad talent for Elemental, but apparently for Enhance is insane. It shocks up to 5 enemies and applying Flame Shock to them. Okay, so without Splintered Elements, how do you get your haste though? Voltic Blaze generates 2 additional Maelstrom weapons and it has chance to trigger Fire Nova. Ooh, never mind, bro. Never mind. It triggers Fire Nova. That's fine, but still, you lose the haste though. You lose the haste. Sundering Talons. Casting Sundering grants you haste for 12 seconds and generates 5 stacks of Maelstrom weapon. Primordial Storm. Sundering transforms into a single-use Primordial Storm 15 seconds after it's cast, which deals damage. Yes. Okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, the rework looks solid as fuck here. I like it. That is definitely a W rework on Enhance. I mean, like, it seems it's complete. I mean, you have every talent and also hero talents. And the only thing that is missing here is general talents, which they're going to be adding in the following days. That's it. Now it's all about tuning, but you care about tuning like late into the beta, so it's too early right now for tuning. Love that. Alright, Enhanced eating good, chat. Enhanced Shaman's eating good. I like that. I like that, chat. Let me actually make a quick Ferale. Where is the Ferale druid? Petco Peep. Zordis made a good video on Summer Enhanced too. Got you. Pharaoh Spirits to be rewarded again. Yep. I also like the changes done to balance rate. I think those balance rate changes are also pretty good, and they should be further explored. Petco Cat missed an opportunity. Nah. Petco Peep is the original druid name for my druid. It's the OG name to the druid. Okay, so for the Feral Druid, they're doubling down here on dots. They're also simplifying the way it plays out. They're adding a talent that's gonna make your energy windows that appear to be existing in single target be filled with something, which is good. They removed the... what the fuck did I remove? What do you call this talent on the bottom left? that was making Blood Talons. Sorry, they removed Blood Talons, which I don't really like that idea of them removing Blood Talons. But the reason why is because Blood Talons made Feral Druid more complicated. That is the only reason why they are, they removed them, because they wanted to make sure the spec is has an entry level builds that fit the narrative of, of the whole midnight simplifying specs, etc. Which I think this whole idea of simplifying specs is just to make sure they're introduced in the new console while coming into probably next expansion. Like, maybe not first season, but last seasons, maybe. I don't know. I think that's gonna be a massive feature. Maybe they're gonna announce that on BlizzCon. Who knows? Yeah, I think WoW is gonna come on console in the next follow-up years. 100%. Yeah. I like the rework of Pharaoh because it makes it easier for people. People that are struggling with the rotation. So yeah, overall it's not bad. I'm gonna show you the chomp. Watch this. Watch the chomp down real quick. It is actually pretty good. It chomps them. I need to run out of energy, right? Where's my chomp? Okay, I need to run out of energy. Now, it chomps, and it has 20 seconds CD, which is good. Under 30 seconds. I haven't checked Windwalker Monk, nope. What has changed with Windwalkers though? 1 second. What exactly changed there? I'm back, boys. Max said it plays the same. And now and only WOO is your DPS city. What is WOO? Weapon of Order, is it? Or is it not? I can't remember all the abbreviation of each spec. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. Fair enough. Clones are gone now, replace weapons of order. Yeah. Got you. That's like the most significant change, I would assume. That's fine, boys. That's fine. Honestly, that's fine. I mean, alpha build. There should be one more alpha build coming in. Maybe. Let me check actually. Oh, by the way, look what Archie said about. This is what Archie said about Arms Warrior. The biggest part of Arms Warrior rework is execute is now different. Juggernaut is gone, Deep Wound is now more active, rolling bleed, sweeping strikes is now a lot better. Charge based system, there are a couple of new slam enhancing talents now that are largely ignorable. A cycle charging talent got a ridiculously big buff. No more Ravager means both hero probably use Bladestorm, but can't say until they reveal the new Apex hero talents. Gotcha. Thank you for your quick response. Apex talents waiting room. So Archie said he's pretty happy about Arms Warrior. Okay. How does Ferocious Bite read in alpha? Is 250 energy or no? Oh, fuck me. I didn't check. I can check for you. Once again. Once again. By the way, we started the stream pretty late today. We usually start the stream much earlier. But I was flying. And I came back home 2 hours ago. So we started the stream pretty late. So Ferocious Bite need 25 energy to cast. But yes, you can consume more energy for more damage. Yep, you're right. It's kind of weird looking at the numbers though. Like all the numbers look pretty small compared to like retail. The stat squish is real, chat. Stat squish reminds me of Shadowlands, where we had like no HP. Pretty much. So they also released 2 dungeons. We can take a look a bit later. See exactly what the fuck did I do. Why the fuck did it send me? Why the fuck did it send me in here? What the fuck? Fuck is that, dude? One second, guys. Why the hell did it send me Twilight Highlands? Waiting for the alpha build. Locate the image of Lady who? Do I have a transmog mount? I do. My transmog is horrible. It's time to fix the transmog. Water clears are horrible. Perfect.
Pleasantries can wait. Fight.
What the fuck is that? Did I transfer some forbidden shit?
I answer to the light. All DL Shalom. Remain vigilant.
By the way, they're saying they're gonna rework the stockade dungeon. They want us to have stockade as a as a playable dungeon in Midnight. How the fuck do I go there? Oh, I'm gonna go to Kyo Danas. I haven't seen Kyo Danas ever, by the way. The last time I saw Kyo Danas was when I was playing the Burning Crusade. That was like, what? 20 years ago, dude. Not 20, but like, 17 years ago.
Anaria Shorel Aram. All DL Shalom.
Shonaria Shallah. MashaAllah. Is that all the buttons? Yeah, it is. That's all the buttons you do with max level, dude. That's all. If I max level, I mean, I have a few more options to press, but that's about it.
I am the blade of the light. Fight well.
You're gonna see the rotation a bit.
Light guide us.
We already pressed our rotation earlier, but
We are a light in the dark.
I want to go try right now. Holy! By the way, this is something that I didn't spoke about. So apparently Blizzard wants to make leveling much harder starting next expansion. They want to make leveling much harder starting next expansion. What do we think about that, chat? Ah, fuck. What do we think about that, boys? Do we like leveling to be really hard? Why? They want the leveling to feel more meaningful for the players. And the argument is that it didn't feel, you know, meaningful enough starting in midnight. Sorry, starting in the War Within. Like, it was just too quick for them.
Light bless you. May the
I don't care. I just get glasses like to max once. How long it takes, whatever. Fair enough. Similar. But I mean, I still like the idea of not spending my whole day leveling though. I like that, you know. Holy! I turned yellow. What the hell happened? Look at that. Yellow wings. Holy! I love that. Void Ray is my spender pretty much.
good day to you.
How do you like the new Unholy DK if you tried it already? We already tried it. I like the design of it. I'm just a bit skeptical about the visuals of that spec. It didn't feel quite as what I wanted to see from the exploding part of the corpses. But I like that they're gonna work on improving. Yeah, I think overall it's good. Look at my spender, boys. I'm just thinking, why exactly have they not made this spec have more leech compared to like Havoc DH? This doesn't have as much leech. You can play more disease if you like to. You don't have to play the pet necromancer. Wait, can I go? No pots available. Fuck! I inted. What's up, Luca? How's it going, brother? Bro. What you mean no pot available?
I need to get closer.
Around. A remix doesn't come out today for Europe. It comes tomorrow. We're gonna play it tomorrow. There's no remix today for Europe, dude. And for NA, we don't even know when it's gonna come for NA. Get me some leech. Ooh, one tap.
The light welcomes you, champion. The rebuilding continues.
Bam! I like that. Bro, I wanted to cast my fatality. You don't have more buttons? That's it, dude. Why do you need more buttons? You don't like the current buttons? So you never press 5? You never press reap unless you have look at it. So you generate these orbs, and as soon as you have the orbs, then you press the 5. Yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense.
We stand together. We fight for home, for family. I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
No spoilers.
Steady travels.
This looks kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Why? I already told you guys that the idea is to simplify the game, dude.
To the Sindori.
You think they were joking? They're not joking, bro. They want to make sure the game is more simplified. Holy, I absolutely cooked him. The one-shot combo, boys. What mouse do I play? Logitech G Pro Wireless Edition. It's not like classics now some players believe. I mean, there are some specs that have literally 2 buttons. That's true, but others have a few more. Nah, it's not classic. The main idea and the main goal for the game was to be simplified, so more people can enjoy it. Because the general complaint here was that the game just feels too hard for people. I don't agree with the weak hours removal though. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Now that I start to get the grip out of the new spec, it feels like I'm playing Syndra. You guys know Syndra from League of Legends? That's what I feel like I'm playing. WoW in 2 years is gonna be MMORPG build for phones. I mean, I'm pretty sure they wanna expand the game into. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they wanna make sure the game actually gets to be played on mobile too. At some point, probably. I'm not gonna be surprised. Or if not mobile, then at least PS5, PS4, you know, on the console. That's what I think. Again, that's what I think. Don't you guys have phones? Oh no, not with that meme. Don't wanna hear the meme, dude. Not the meme with the phones. Kinda funny how it's going full circle with same stuff every time. MOP had too many abilities, they pruned it to what? They pruned it in BFA, butchered in some specs, and now pruning again. I mean, they're also pruning in a sense of like removing the what do you call it, the difficulty of some specs, you know, which I think overall for the mass player, for the people that play this game on a casual level is good. For the people that play this game on a competitive level, might not be bad as well, you know? It all depends on what they are looking to get out of it. They are prudent to add shiny new stuff. I wouldn't mind on a shiny new stuff. Depends what are those. On WoW here it says it's up in 7 hours and 30 minutes. What? The Legion, the Legion remix? Sure. You cannot play a remix until 6-7 a.m. That's fine though. I mean, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and play a remix. The first thing I do, you know, like probably 9 o'clock. I'm already gonna be online.
The dark tide.
Too bad your spec survival got completely dumpstered. No, what the fuck? They did amazing changes to survival, bro. They gave you multiple bombs. They give you dual weight. Sorry. Like, what do you mean butchered survival? What? Can I try the new dungeon? 1 second. Corendar, bro. Midnight. Dream Void Dungeons. Den of Nalorak, Nexus Point Zenas, Binding Lamb, Murder Row. Then what the fuck is this dungeon? Downbreak, oh no. Kordar Brew. Brewfest, oh fuck that shit. So I need higher level for dungeons, never mind. Wait, you cannot fly mount and Q on us? I also agree. MDI compared to World First Race is just dead. Again, compared to World First Race. Will Legion Remix drop at the same time for EU and NA? People are saying it will, but I didn't find any verification of that. Apparently in 7 hours and 30 minutes is when the Legion Remix will drop. 7 hours and 30 minutes from now. I remember this place vividly, actually. It looks like the same so far. Oh, this guy is healing me. Wait. Actually, pretty good damage. I like that. You can see the map. Yes, it's still alpha, you know, so you can't 100% see them. But there is a dungeon called Stratoholm here, which I think is a classic dungeon. You see, the maps still look like an alpha map so far. See that? So they're not fully explorable yet. This looks to be fully explorable. Everything else looks like a, you know, alpha map. Yeah, once I get high level, I can do dungeons as well. Don't worry, guys. A lot of content coming in the next several weeks for the game, so it'll be good. I still haven't done my weeklies on my shaman actually. Turbo boost. Wait, turbo boost is also tomorrow, right? Turbo boost, yeah, it's tomorrow. Don't know what I think about that one. I wonder why the fuck did I do everything the same? Everything at the same time. It kind of feels a little bit awkward to cast Devour.
I don't have a target.
Either dashing and getting it into bad situation in pool. No, I'm just like testing out the new dash because, you know, just want to explore what is the new dash all about. That's all. With turbo boost, people are gonna be doing 23s probably, 24s, 23s. Yeah, 23s. That's my prediction. '24s maybe Echo or Gambit. Everything else on 24 sounds. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not yet. Oh. This motherfucker is summoning people. Bro. Oh my god, he's silencing. '24 is gonna be kind of stretch. No. If good teams play, it shouldn't be a stretch.
I need to target something first.
If good teams actually play, it wouldn't be stretch. But a lot of good teams are gonna be playing MDI, so it doesn't matter. I need to check when does Cup 1 starts with MDI chat. Anybody seen that? When is Cup 1 supposed to start?
The army of the light stands ready.
If only had ST stun, yes sir.
Dionys Arca. Light guide us.
Yes sir. When do you think they're gonna actually implement the game changes? So the alpha changes? Like more alpha changes? I sincerely believe more alpha should be dropping maybe like Thursday, Friday. There should be more stuff coming up. I mean tonight I have some videos planned for you guys to see. That's for sure. You're gonna see a lot of videos coming tonight on the channel. One video planned for tonight, one video planned for tomorrow morning, and there's like a few TikToks as well coming in at some point during the night. So I'm sure you guys are gonna be excited. You know, that's one thing. Obviously, I am primarily focused on Alpha and Legion Remix, not so much on live servers, because for me, live servers taking a small step back. I had enough time playing live servers. DPS wouldn't getting a rework, so that's definitely something that you would love to see, you know. They're getting a cheeky rework. So they're getting more utility warriors, and also they'll be getting a lot more new stuff, like for example cheat death. Cheat death is pretty good as a warrior, specifically speaking. How do you find Elemental Shaman? Ellie, it's too early to talk about Ellie. Because unfortunately, Ellie, well, it's one of the few specs that they didn't really get any significant changes. We just need to wait for like the next alpha build. Also, Ellie doesn't have an Apex talent, so. No. So while you're casting your Void Ray, you cannot move, unfortunately. You can't move. Check if I can actually... If I can play more talents that increases my Void Ray damage. Would I? Reap now generates Fury. Thunder. Your haste increased by 4%. Void Blade now does more damage. So this is my talents. This is my talents once I get max level, I guess. Is stream lagging? Checking. Oh yeah, YouTube stream. I don't know what's happening. It's a little bit laggy. Let me check my replay. Did it get fixed now? It seems like it's getting a fix. Yeah. I think it's a fix. Wait, are you guys still lagging on the stream? Everybody? You guys still lagging on stream? Let me check if there's anything. Oh, I haven't updated my drivers actually. Could not updating drivers do that? Maybe. I am not lagging, thank you. Seems better, thank you guys. Yes, I don't know what happened. I want to play for a bit more and then I have to go get some food, groceries. You know, I came back home not so long ago. Oh, Lee, where's my healing, dude? Where's my healing? Alright, chat, listen up. Today is gonna be a short stream once again because I did came home quite late. I gotta go get some groceries, gotta get some lunch, I gotta prepare YouTube videos and TikTok and a lot of editing, so unfortunately gotta call the stream off. But tomorrow should be a big stream. Tomorrow we should do Legion Remix into a bit more alpha testing. There's a few specs that we still haven't showed on stream. I'm gonna do that. For example, Retribution Paladin, something that I've already talked about this. I'm gonna show it on stream. Mage a little bit on stream. Destro Demon Lock, Affliction Lock on stream. and pretty much the alpha preview of specs are gonna be over, and then waiting for the new build to happen. We can check out the turbo boost on live servers, see if there's some significant changes there. Also loot our vote as well. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening tomorrow, chat. A lot of cool stuff happening tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, starting at what, 9:30 tomorrow European time, into Legion Remix. Thank you for watching the short stream. Much love. See you guys later.